Hey guys, welcome to lesson 1 called Let's Get Started. Super excited to dive into how to hold the guitar and how to really just jump into things for the first time. If you haven't tuned your guitar yet, or if you don't know how to tune a guitar, go ahead and check out our lesson on that. We have a video that's separate where you can learn how to do that. Once you do that, I want you to jump back into this lesson ready to roll. So go ahead and get your manual out. You should be doing that at the start of every single lesson. Let's talk about technique and then why it's important. When I first learned guitar, I did not have a teacher, and so I formed some bad habits. And then when I was in college, I got a guitar teacher, and he was like, you need to unlearn all these bad habits. So what we did is we went through a whole year of unlearning things that I didn't really need to know or shouldn't have done, most of which were mainly about like holding the guitar and then my form. And so what I want you to do is really pay attention and listen closely with how you're holding the guitar. You don't want any tension. You don't want to form bad habits. And so this video is going to help you form good habits as you develop your guitar skills. Okay, let's talk about how to hold your guitar and your pick. First things first, you want to take your right arm, if you're right-handed, and put it over the guitar like this, over the body. If you're left-handed, everything that I say is going to be opposite, but I'm sure most of you are right-handed, so take your arm over like that. And go ahead and look at my wrist right now. So my wrist is not too far out like this. It's not too close. It's just right. And think parallel to the guitar, just like that. And my wrist is not like that either, going crazy. It's just nice and loose. If you ever feel like your wrist is getting tight, just do a little shake like this and get the tension out. Another thing is we're going to go to our left hand now. And we're going to place our hand underneath the guitar. Your thumb's going to be reaching around like this. And usually your thumb's going to gently be touching the top string. That's how you know it's wrapped around enough. See that? And notice my palm is flush and kind of snuggled against the guitar neck like that. It's not sticking out. My thumb definitely is not doing that. You don't want your thumb to do that because that's going to cause tension and you don't want that. So we're going to bring our thumb like that, flat against the guitar. So if you look at my arm, it's going to be nice and straight. It's not bent right here. It's not bent the other way, right? Because that's uncomfortable. You want it nice and straight and pointed at the back of the fretboard. Go ahead and check your left arm. If that's good, let's go over here to our right arm. Make sure everything's nice and loose. Good to go. Now let's look at our guitar pick. Notice my guitar pick is shaped kind of like a tomahawk, right? And I like using this analogy because it just sticks in your brain. But what I do to put my guitar pick in my fingers is I just take it with my left hand like this, and I take my thumb and my index finger, and I put the pick between them. The tomahawk is sticking out from the left of your thumb, and you're going to see it. You're going to hold it in your thumb and then your index finger, just like that. And you're going to hold your fingers nice and loose, just like that. That's what it looks like that way, right? And so see how I'm just gently holding the pick in between my thumb and my index finger. And these fingers here are just kind of chilling out. They're over here. They're not like crunched together like that. They're not sticking out, And also, another important thing is you don't want it super tense. I'm not squeezing it as hard as I can. I'm keeping it nice and loose like this. So I can shake it, but the pick's not going to fly off somewhere and hit someone. So with the pick nice and loose and the guitar held properly, let's try something. So I want you to take your pick and we're going to do some steady down strums like this. And I'm going to actually have my hand kind of just placed underneath here. Make sure it's not touching any strings because then you're going to mute them. Let's have it right below so we can play the strings all the way. No muting. And let's do some down strums. We're going to count to 4 each time like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now stay attentive to your wrist. Really pay attention to how tense or loose it is. If you're strumming and you feel super tense, Go back to shaking it off like that. And I want you to continually think about that. If you're getting tense, just shake your wrist, all right? And keep it nice and loose. So let's try it again. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're playing guitar. Super easy, right? Let's do it one more time, but this time we're gonna play the individual strings with the guitar pick and make sure it's sticking out like a tomahawk again. If it's, sometimes I've noticed students will have it flopped like that. That's okay, but totally just rotate it a bit if it's flopped out and kind of doing weird things. So just turn it back to the tomahawk. And now let's try it again, but this time with the strings open, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try it again. Each string, one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's go ahead and look at the guitar fretboard. So grab that and take a look at that in your manual. Something important and super cool about that is that it has all of the string names on there for you to review. It has, remember, E, A, D, G, B, E, and that's gonna be at the very top of the chart. One easy way to look at it, and this is what I always tell students just to get it in their brains, is you can look at the guitar kind of like this, if it was facing you, just like that. And that is the visual you're gonna have whenever you look at this chord chart. So that means that the top of the guitar is on the left side. This is the top string or top of the guitar. The bottom of the guitar is on the right side of the tab. And this is just 101 of how to read tablature. And this is going to be going on throughout the whole course, right? So let's take a look at these strings. And this is the standard tuning of the guitar. This is what all guitarists use as a standard tuning. And again, it's E, A, D, G, B, E. Something I love to do as well, just to remember things, is acronyms. And a great acronym that I always teach my students is this. It's Eddie, 8, Dynamite, Good, Bye, Eddie. So go ahead and say that with me, and I want you to play the strings as you say it out loud. And this is gonna really get it into your memory. Okay, ready? We're playing all the strings open. Ready, set, go. Eddie, 8, Dynamite, Good, Bye, Eddie. One more time. Eddie, 8, Dynamite, Good, Bye, Eddie. Okay, great. Now that we've gone through that, we're going to do what's called the 4-finger warm-up. And the purpose of this is really just to get your fingers used to playing on the strings, and it's to develop that strength, because we all need muscle strength in our fingers. You're going to be doing things that your fingers aren't used to, right? Whenever you're playing guitar, you're not used to, doing this for an hour, right? And so your fingers are probably going to feel a bit sore at first, but just know that it's going to get way better over time. And the more you do it, the more you play on the strings, the less discomfort you're going to feel. And you're also going to notice some calluses on the tips of your fingers. That's completely normal. And that means that you're practicing enough and that you're doing great. Okay, so let's try the 4-finger warm-up. And it goes like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pointer finger and I'm going to put it on the top right here, top of the string, which is the E string. And I'm going to go to the first fret. That's what this first divided portion of the guitar is called. These are all called frets. And this, like I said, is the first fret. So if that's the first fret, what do you think this fret is here? That's going to be the second fret. And then we have the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, all the way up. And you can go even further, but that is just what the frets are called. And then these are the strings here. So I could do, the same thing, but I could go to the second string now, which would really be the 5th string right there. So that would be the 5th string. That would be the 6th string. And it's going to be going kind of downward like that. So if the top of the guitar is the 6th string, the next one is the 5th, then we have the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. I know that might be kind of confusing at first because it seems backwards, Many people think, oh, well, shouldn't the top string be the 1st string? But really, that is the 6th string, and then this one here is the 1st string, just like that. Okay, so we're gonna only be on the 6th string, or the big E string. And for this warm-up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my 1st finger right here, which is my index finger, and I'm gonna put it here on the 1st fret, top string. So go ahead and try that now, and you're gonna hit it with me. Okay, now take your middle finger. So you're gonna go to the next fret here. Now you're gonna take your 3rd finger, or your ring finger, and put it on the 3rd fret. Now let's take your pinky, or your 4th finger here. And to just sum that up really quick, when I'm giving my fingers numbers, I'm just assigning them that just to easily reference them. So the 1st finger is always going to be your index finger, your 2nd finger, middle finger, 3rd, ring, 4th, pinky, just like that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to give you some directions. I'm going to say take your 1 finger and put it on the 1st fret top string, right there. Okay, now take your 2nd finger and put it on the 2nd fret top string. Now let's take your 3rd finger, put it here, and then your 4th finger on the next fret. And notice how I'm having every finger assigned to a different fret. I want you to think of each finger as assigned to its separate home, and it's going to be moving around a bit. I want no finger to be moving to the next fret right away like that. Like, I'm not going to take my 1st finger and slide it over to that one. We're not going to do this, okay? So that's going to be a little shortcut that's not going to help you grow as fast. This lesson is all about using all of your fingers and developing strength. Because if I just do the shortcut way and I just use my 1st finger, I'm only developing strength in 1 finger, right? But we want all our fingers to be super strong. So let's try that. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Okay, let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make it a little more complicated and challenging. We're going to do that same thing, except now we're going to move on to the 5th fret here. So, and then I'm going to swap and move to my 1st finger again and go there. And then I'm going to start over like that. So let's do that really quick. I'm going to call out the finger names for you. We're going to go 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4th finger. Move over. Now we're on the 5th fret. 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4. Okay, great. Good job. Now we're going to go even higher. We're going to go to this fret now. Now we're on the 9th fret. And notice I'm on my 1st finger now again. I'm swapping it. Okay, so on my 1st finger, 9th fret, we're going to go 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, 4th finger. Your pinky, if you're doing this exercise correctly, your pinky should land on the 12th fret way up here at the end of the exercise. So let's try that again, but I'm going to go ahead and play all of it so you can just hear it very clearly and then practice it on your own. There it is. Okay, now I'm going to play it slowly. I'm going to count us off so you can play with me this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. So that is the 4-finger warm-up. If you wanted to take this even further, you can move down to other strings and do the same exact thing to the next string. And this is ideal to do it all across the guitar. Now moving down again. Same exact thing, just different string. And if you do this every day, just once, your finger is going to get really strong. And you can slowly try working up your speed over time. Just like that. Okay, so that's a 4-finger warm-up. Just really try to do that at the start of every lesson. So before you jump into a song in my future lessons, just bust out the warm-up and play through it one time. And then your fingers are going to be really happy. Okay, now we're going to go over the 3 levels of mastery for this lesson. And if you check out on the screen, we have Instagram badges for you to use and share. These badges and icons are also in your manual. The first level of mastery is play. And what play means for this lesson, what you're going to do is you're going to play the 4-finger warm-up every day for 1 week. So just give that a shot every day and play that consistently, just getting your fingers used to the guitar. The second level of mastery is explore. For that one, you're going to go ahead and try playing the 4-finger warm-up backwards. That's going to sound like this, starting on the 12th fret. And you can do it much slower if you want. That's what it sounds like. So give that a shot. And for the last level, the 3rd level called advanced, you're going to review the notes of the fretboard on the guitar fretboard tab. So be sure to get that out in your manual and check it out and just really get used to the standard tuning in the notes and things like that. So yeah, guys, I'll see you for the second lesson where you'll learn your first song.